everybody, Vagran Gaming, getting back into it with an ancient Hypergate. This match is a little bit old, but went through the footage and thought some people might like to check this one out. As you can see, right out of the gate, we see there were some people heading to our pylon, and when you see that happening, you gotta get right on it. Because you never know who's gonna notice the call and isn't, so the more people that go there, the better. Worst case scenario, your other team will get the orbs and take off, but the other team getting the orbs is still better than you not getting your pylon. One quick note there was we're focusing on that mercenary. They popped the reflect and I swapped to an AoE. Didn't do a ton of damage, but I stopped hitting the single target, and that's what heals them. Fortunately, either they doubled up on their defenses, or the other people focusing on them just let loose and their health shot was full, but a little bit of persistence and we were able to take them down. So now that's 1 down, 3 to go. And it looks like there are 4 of us, 5 of us. It's hard to count when everything's going around. 2, 3, yeah, I count 5. Let's go with that. So there's 5 of us, and we've got a little bit of work to do because you got to get rid of them, and there's always the risk of respawns. Fortunately, this time around, they didn't send a lot of reinforcements to keep that push for our pylon, so we were able to make it work. So, now we're advancing from our pylon back home, and I saw an operative chasing after one of my partners, and I said it before, I'll say it again, every time you kill an operative, an angel gets its wings, so jump right on that. And here we go again. The Merc hit their reflect, immediately switched to an AoE. Sometimes mortar volley is a better choice. It does a bit more damage. That time around, I figured, yeah, I'll go for the sweeping blaster fire, and that'll prime my proc for curtain of fire, and a nice fat crit from demolition round puts them down. And again, just to go around in a little bit more detail, when they pop that reflective shield, and I honestly don't remember what it's called Empire side, single target attacks get bounced back, kind of like the reflecting ability that Guardians and Juggernauts have. Only, in addition to reflecting the damage, it also heals them. So, you want to switch to AoEs as soon as you notice it. Normally, I do, because I play so much time on the Commando that I'm used to the lighting effects and whatnot, and in addition to obviously seeing the damage literally bouncing back in your face. But it might catch you off guard if you're not watching for it. Like whenever you see a Merc's health getting low, just be ready for it, and get ready to hit like your escape key if you're in the middle of doing a channel. So now we're operative hunting. I got stunned, but I'm right back on him, and I was about to pop a stealth scan, but he dropped out of stealth, and that's actually a bit early for an Electronet, but fortunately a 30k crit balanced that out, and down he goes. That was very satisfying. So operative's out of the way, and we're just going to help focus down that mercenary. Rocket boost back just for a bit of space, and I got caught as I was trying to reorientate. So fortunately, this guy's a tank, and I'm not positive, but I don't think he's a Shang tank, meaning that I don't think he's got like the tank set pieces but with DPS mods in them, just because he's not hitting super hard, and a lot of the attacks I was putting into him weren't doing a ton of damage, so it's quite possible he was mostly wearing mitigation gear. But that being the case, us fighting one-on-one, it would be a long process. Fortunately, the allies got involved. Now we can try working together. He was running through a group, so I swapped to an AoE briefly, just to maximize my damage a bit, and then went right back to single target. And the group is doing a good job of pushing back into mid. So now I can just creep up on the hand. We've almost got this Juggernaut out of the way. And sometimes I trip up on this when I get someone's health really low but my cooldowns aren't quite right. What I should do is go back to pumping out another grab round and see to get the proc for curtain of fire. I don't always remember, and I'm like, oh, an explosive round will get rid of him, and sometimes it does, more often than not, it does not. But, moving on. Focusing away on this Juggernaut, and for some reason they wanted to try to cap in the middle of a firefight. I'm not sure what happened there. And now we're back on mercenary duty. I know that some certain players, especially some melee players, have a hard time dealing with mercs and commandos. So when I see them, if I have an opening, I'll usually try to take them, because I do okay in one-on-one duels against other mercs and commandos. Not perfect, but I do alright. So I usually take one for the team. Get some help here from the friendly Guardian, Yukon Cornelius, and it looks like he puts that one out. So now I can get back on this assassin that's pelting me. Fortunately, I think Roadblock... Yeah, Roadblock's in there, and he's actually a pretty good healer. So, I wasn't in danger for very long. Popped the Electronet. He's at about 50% health, and my supercharged gas. It's off cooldown. It's all primed up, but wound up not needing it. Nice 15k crit there. So just skipping out some dead footage, and we're getting back into action. I think what wound up happening is I ran to the pylon because I thought they needed help. Got there, they did not need help. Turned around and ran back. So the excitement's picking back up on mid. Firing away, another one bites the dust. Now opening up on the mercenary. Nice 10k, well 11k crit from the high impact bolt. Good stuff. And bam! Nice shot from a demolition round. I never get tired of firing off demolition round. Back in, I think it was up till 2.0 or so. I forget when it happened, but for a long stretch, Commandos didn't have an interrupt, and they didn't have that. They didn't have back infusion either for that quick self-heal. My 16k crit. But I still love playing the class because I love demolition round. Still do. Like, after all these years of playing Commando, I never get tired of seeing that ability. I just wish it hit a little faster. So, we're overextending a little bit, and our Shadow there was really pushing out, but now the respawns are coming in. It's like 3-on-1. So I switched to off-healing just to give him some room to fall back. And we've got our Sage there, who was doing some support fire, pumping out a bit of damage. So now we're pretty much back in mid, and now we're gonna like turn around and start firing back on them. The off heals there were good because one, obviously the round was about to end, and two, you don't want to leave a guy hanging because 3-on-3 would have turned to 2-on-3 if he had died right there. So, and we've had a decent control of mid for most of the match. So falling back and putting a line in the sand on mid was the way to go. And with Roadblock's heals, he's keeping everybody in really good shape. So we've got this battle well in hand as of now. All we got to do is make sure that we don't give up a pylon. So I'm pressuring this mercenary here. So one of their heals came off by a nice 20k crit. He leaps back. And I figure, hey, I'll help him focus down on this Juggernaut. Now, at this point, I had to split my attention in a couple of different directions, and it messed me up. I saw the Pillar of Light, and I'm like, oh, one of them's going for an orb. Try to stop him. And in the middle of that, there was still a firefight going on. So I got myself a little mixed up and overextended a little bit as far as my positioning. And at the last second, I'm like, oh, wait, he's capping an orb again. I gotta stop him, man. I couldn't work it out in time. I was looking at too many things at once. And at the end of the day, 1 or 2 orbs isn't really going to hurt us. So, focusing on whichever target I was focused on, firing off of the Yukon or one of the other commandos would have been a smarter option in that case. So now they're pushing us out a little bit. Looks like there is 2 of us or so. But the rest of the group is still handling mid, so I turn around and focus this guy down. Almost got her. Okay, crit. And there we go with explosive again in the hammer shot. Whenever someone gets low, I do that like every time. And after I've done it, I'm like, oh, that was dumb. One of these days I'll break the habit and just go for a grab round or something. Or maybe an explosive round and then, I don't know, mortar volley or something. We'll figure this out one of these days. Old habits die hard. So pushing in again. Everybody's gonna force their way into mid, and I'm trying to finish off this Juggernaut. Looks like some of his self heals are off cooldown, but there's like 3 or 4 of us, and nice 18k crit, but someone else got the last shot. So he's down. Another nice 20k crit. This match had a lot of big hits in it, which is nice. And that Merc's trying to run away. He did his jet boost. There I go again with an explosive round and his reflective shield. But I get cut off by a Juggernaut. Stun's over. Getting back on it. Got my shield going. And I've got Roadblock healing me, so I'm not super worried. And boom. Nice big heal there from the reflective shield and everything. And that's all she wrote. So that was a fairly straightforward match. Hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe. Catch you next time.